we're actually bringing out some truths, peel back the layers of all this fluff.
Shining the light on this industry as a whole. Maybe you should stay away from it.
Hi everybody, welcome to Real Estate Raw and Uncut. This is episode 106. I'm Byron Lazine, Tim Bray as always, Jeff Lame, Jim,
Jay Rash.
Jay. I just met the guy and I was focusing on his last name, Rashley, Jay Rashley.
Rhymes with Ashley.
I've known this guy for a long time, but he's vouching for him, so he must be a great guy. and that's how we're gonna roll with that. This is Raw and Uncut, one take, so.
That's it.
If anybody starts calling you Jim, it's on me. You come after me.
My name is James.
It's James, so it's...
Jim is fine.
Do you respond?
Jim actually works.
Jim works.
But we're going to go with Jay, because that's how you roll.
All right.
So, Jeff and Jay were nice enough to come, one, bring us lunch. Lunch was
thank
phenomenal.
you guys.
Thank you guys
Really
for that.
appreciate it.
Pleasure.
And they're with ServiceMaster, which ServiceMaster is a national company.
They
correct?
are. Yeah, it's a national brand owned by franchises locally.
And they're with the local franchise here in our market. And they were educating us, and we got motivated to...
Educating, I mean, it's not hard to do with us, but one thing we like to do, and we're always trying to align ourselves with the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's exactly what we've done here. And it's not necessarily for us, well, it is, but it's for our clients. So we want to make sure that when we have an issue, when we have a concern, whether it's fire, water, any damage to the home, puffbacks, I mean, those are ones that we've recently dealt with, that we have a name and a number that we can just hand off to. Because it's like you said, we are working for our client, but our income is finite.
And know that when we make that connection, they're
It's
in great
taken care
hands,
of.
because we are looked at to have the information, but we're not going to have all the information in this, especially in this.
You can't be
field.
good at everything. So I mean, and that's why it's nice to be able to hand this over to you guys and just feel that your clients are really taken care of.
We've got a ton of agents, so if there's any agents looking for a good lunch, hit you up, right? And get the-
Absolutely. We do a lot of these lunch and learns where we'll come and we'll bring in a meal for your team, and that's kind of the fun part, because while you guys are eating, we're talking.
That's right.
So your mouths are full, your ears are open, and you put good food in somebody's belly, and they tend to pay a little more attention to what you're saying.
Well, we've got a lot of buyers and sellers watching this, so just kind of tell everybody a little bit of what you shared with us, a little recap on what you do.
Absolutely. So we're here to be a resource. If there's something that happens to your home or your business, a commercial building, we want to be the first call that you make. If it's water in the basement, a burst pipe or a flood or something crazy like that, fire, and it happens from time to time, or mold, we want to be the people that you call. And we're adept at kind of seeing people on their worst day and trying to make it a little bit easier with a plan, knowing what's going to happen to try to recover and mitigate any furder damage.
What's
Hold on just a sec. Lacey's here. We're going to pull her in.
you're pulling her in? Oh jeez, here we go.
You can take my seat.
We
have Saba representing as well.
You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all.
All right.
This is actually good, right?
This is
Because
perfect.
Lacey is with Saba Insurance, another local company. How does the insurance company play into what you guys do?
Well,
You know these guys, right?
Yes, I do.
Good, go.
So the insurance company, typically the first call that gets made by the homeowner is to the insurance company. So our biggest clients are the insurance companies. Agents are our lifeblood. And so we really do travel around a lot. We have people specifically designed to go make those relationships work and make promises to the agents that once that call comes in, we're simply going to handle it from beginning to end without creating further issues.
What percentage of the business, either one you can answer, is paid for by an insurance company like Saba?
I would say 90% of our work is through insurance companies.
Okay. So most of the time, the homeowner is not taking on that cost.
They're taking on their deductible at most.
Okay.
Sometimes that can be reduced.
And what I really liked when we first started to talk was your responsiveness. Like you said, look, pick up the phone.
Matt,
call
is he
me.
still in?
Am I still in? Should I duck down? Should I do one of these?
There you go.
We're good? All right, now you see me? Man, I'm getting too old for this. Holy smokes. You hear a split or something. So it's your willingness and your ability to return the phone call quickly. And you were saying, look, I'll get right back with you. That's huge for us because we want to make sure, again, clients are taken care of.
Well, the communication part's it's the biggest part. I mean, us being a resource, that's great, but if we're not communicating during that issue, because these are bad moments and people are confused and scared and they don't know how that insurance claim works. So the life cycle of that insurance claim to getting your house back in order is really important to kind of bring somebody through in the very beginning to say, here's how it typically works, and just give them a roadmap. But the convalescence and the communication, just kind of with a hand on their shoulder saying it's going to be okay, it's really a big part of what we do.
I have a question about the mold. I've walked into so many homes where I can smell the mold, but I don't live there. And I know the homeowner, or I don't know, but I think the homeowner has become so accustomed to this smell that they just don't even realize they're living in this mold-infested space anymore. How often do you see that where they've kind of, maybe they know it, but they've just accepted it, they don't think it's that bad, or they're so used to that smell now?
Is that a phone call we should make?
Right.
With permission of that? Oh.
The short answer, and I think Jay would agree, is yes. Odors are a huge, as you guys have seen in your industry, when somebody walks in and there's a smell, cat odor, pet odors, things like that.
You deal with that?
We do.
Other people can
We
pick
do.
it up
Yeah.
more than maybe someone that's living
When
there.
you've lit, your olfactory sense is deadened to it after a while. You become used to it.
Have you ever given somebody a hug and you're like, wow, man, they must have a really moldy house because you can actually
Yeah.
smell it off the
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
I
off
thought
the
you
clothes.
were- I thought you were going to talk about cat.
Never happened yet?
Can't say that it has.
But we do handle that, and it's more frequently than not. We can at least mitigate it and knock it down some. Some of them are when you've got cat odor in a floor, really difficult to get rid of it. But we do have most of them are masking agents
You have to get
that
rid
we
of
have to
swords?
use. A lot of times you do. Yeah.
The cat has to
If
go?
it's in the floor, a lot of times that the floor has to go to get rid of the odor. What you do with the cat is up to you.
Cool. Lacey, what do you got going on today?
Today, lots of marketing stuff.
Yeah.
We're promoting our Flag Day celebration,
Tell-
our flag
Tell me a little bit
week.
about that since we're
Sure.
jamming so much stuff here into this run.
Yeah, so I stopped by Seaport Real Estate Group because they are a huge supporter of us. And we are doing Flag Week, June 13th through the 17th, where you can stop by the SAVA office, pick up a new flag, exchange a flag. We'll dispose of the flags properly. We'll even give you a mounting kit if you need it. We're also doing a Flag Day celebration on June 14th at 3 p.m.
And
We'll have
that's going to be at the office.
at the office.
Yep.
We'll have food, fun, face painting, great
Which is,
family
tell
event.
them where the office is.
750 Broad Street in Waterford.
Cool.
So a lot of fun.
If it's at Sava, it's going to be a huge party.
Yes.
I'm sure these guys will be there,
We'll be
right?
Yeah.
You bet.
We haven't heard a whole lot from you. Everything good?
Everything's great.
After I ticked him off with the name thing, he was like, yeah, screw this.
No grudges. No grudges here.
So if you've got more questions about what ServiceMaster or Sava Insurance does, hit us up. We'll put you in contact with these guys. We'll link up all their contact info in the video. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. One plug.
Absolutely. Plug
Um,
yourself.
We give free estimates. So I'll come out, I'll get a scope of what needs to happen, I'll write it up, give recommendations, and it's all for free, and we can go from there.
And if you're anywhere probably in the country, they can hit you up and you can
We
send
can
them to
refer to
wherever.
local franchises that
Cool.
we've been working with for over 30 years.
Awesome, guys.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
See ya.
Peace.